Yeah, I'm starting the video with this new aesthetic because there was a fly passing by. It was pissing me off, but don't worry, I killed it. Hey now, how are you today? I hope you're good. I'm Cami. I'm not a swiftie at all, but I am obsessed with live music, and me missing the most important tour of the year, I don't think so. Yes, baby girl, I did go to the Eras Tour. It was a very chaotic and intense experience, but it was so fun and so unique, and I was really excited to make this video for you guys ever since day one. So for today's video, I'm gonna tell you everything in details about my experience going to the Eras Tour. First things first, did I face the great war to get a ticket? No, I'll be honest with you, okay? Like I said, I'm not a swiftie, so I wasn't that interested in going to the Eras Tour until it blew up on TikTok and I start having hardcore FOMO. So I start seeing the videos over and over and over on my For You page, and I start looking at the set list just out of curiosity, and I was like, this is actually really good. Mid-tour, I was like reaching out to literally every person that I knew. I try to be very careful and professional when asking for things, and I got so many no's. So I know so many people that could easily try to get me a ticket or get me a discount or get face value. I literally tried everything. I just got to go because my friend, he works for Live Nation and he had 2 extra tickets, but one of the people who were going with him couldn't make it. So he was like, Cami, guess what? Your manifestation manifested. So that's basically how I went to the Eras Tour, and I'm so extremely grateful for everyone who made it happen because it was like chaotic. There's lots for music industry people and things like that usually concerts have, you know, like they have like a little bit of tickets that they can give to industry people. They didn't even have that. I didn't know until the last minute, but I was believing in the universe and I knew it was gonna happen anyways. And if it didn't, I would be fine. I just would go to the street and ask 2,000 strangers for $1 so I could have $2,000 and buy the resale ticket. Oh my goodness, let me drink water for the next topic because my throat is getting dry, and honestly, I don't know how Taylor Swift's throat is alive right now, because 44 songs, baby girl, 44 songs in a set list. I respect that woman. I was like, okay, cool, Eras Tour, I don't really care, you know, I just want to go because I feel like it was gonna be a good video and everything. But then I start looking at the set list, like just looking, not even I started looking at the set list and I was like, one, this is so organized, everything is so clear, because when I saw the Eras Tour, I thought everything was gonna be mixed, but no, everything is very organized by album, not necessarily like chronologically. It doesn't start with the debut album or Fearless, you know, and goes until it actually ends with Midnight. You know, it's not like in a chronological order, it's kind of mixed. But what I realized ever since the first time that the Setlist came out, the first show of the tour, I realized that the Eras Tour basically is a tour to promote the new albums that Taylor couldn't promote because they were released during COVID. Lover, that was right before it, Folklore, and Evermore, that were released during COVID, and now Midnight. Baby girl has 4 albums to promote and the re-recordings that she made, like Red and Now, Speak Now. I saw the set list and I noticed that those albums are the ones that they have more songs included, and the older ones they have less, either because she didn't re-record yet, but like Fearless, she had just re-recorded. Definitely the Eras Tour is to promote those 4 new albums, and I respect that. It's a very smart way for you to promote your albums, to make money out of it, and also to, you know, honor your career. You're celebrating not only those new albums but also the ones that she's re-recording. So as soon as I start realizing that, like, I grew up to Taylor Swift, of course I saw the whole thing, I knew the older songs, and I would listen to a new one here and there. I love Folklore, so you know, that was where I was at. But I forgot what I was gonna say. As soon as I start realizing that and seeing more things about Taylor Swift, because I was like, okay, it's trending right now, I want to learn more, I start liking her more, because I'm like, okay, Taylor Swift, it's like a cultural thing at this point. It's just so much history behind her albums that is a really interesting artist for you to see live, and I've never seen her live. I saw the set list, I thought it was amazing. 44 songs, it's a lot. There are so many tours that I like, Farewell Tour, Goodbye Tour, Celebration, and everything. Song wise, you know, set list wise, they're not even close to the one of the Eras Tour. So this is the thing, can't complain at all. This part was so fun because I'm a fashion girly, and again, the Eras Tour is a cultural moment, okay? And I can prove that. One of the first things that I did was to organize and get inspiration for outfits and everything, because I saw a bunch of them on TikTok, but I'm like, they're not my style at all. So I was like thinking about what I could do to adapt to my style but still be on the brand. It's not like it matters or not, but it's fun. Alright, so remember that I said I didn't get the ticket until the day of the concert, so I got the confirmation in the morning first. I love Melrose Avenue. It's a place here in LA, is an avenue here in LA that has a bunch of stores, a bunch of local designers, upcoming artists. Fashion wise, the Melrose Avenue is very strong. So I knew that that would be my to-go spot because I would find something cute right away. That was not even the coolest part. I got to Melrose Avenue, saw a bunch of Swifties. There were like a Taylor Swift wall, a mural with the eras where you could take pictures in your favorite era and everything. Very cute. The stores were playing Taylor Swift. They know what they're doing, and they were also displaying outfits that would resemble the Eras Tour. Seriously, one of my coolest experiences of this year. So I got to this store, is the Palm Springs Coachella shop. I'm not being sponsored at all. I wish, because I really like the stuff that they have. It's like very festival wise. I just browsed around for a little bit. I tried everything. I love lavender. I really do. It's like my favorite color, I guess. Might be. Luckily, Taylor just released Speak Now, which is more like purple, lavender-ish. So I'm like, I'm gonna be a Speak Now girl today. Okay, yes, that's my vibe. I almost got a cowboy hat, but then I decided to get a tiara instead. I get this princess vibe energy. I lost the tiara inside of my house when I came back from the show. I was out drunk with 70,000 people. Didn't lose at all. Made my way back to home safe. The moment I got home, I lost it. And that was kind of expensive. It was like $25, $35 for a tiara. It wasn't the cheapest at all. I got my outfit. I was feeling really good, really comfortable in it. I was wearing cowboy boots. They are like the most comfortable pair of boots that I ever got in life. And I will always say this in every video because they are. I recommend them to literally everyone. They're comfortable, they're cute, they're stylish, they match with everything. I have an Amazon store from, and I have like all my like, you know, things that I use, things that I buy. And feel free to buy these boots because I swear they are very comfortable. I loved my outfit. I was totally feeling myself. I was like, okay, this is cool, this is cute. But as soon as I got to SoFi Stadium, there was a bunch of little girls, as they should, and I totally forgot because I'm so used to going to concerts, and usually most of the times I'm going to like rock band kind of stuff, you know, so I am not used to seeing kids around the places that I go to, you know, like around the venues that I go to. So I was feeling really bad that I was looking like a whore. I was literally the only person there, whorecore. I love it for me. I'm young, I have to show things while they're still in place, you know, but not in there. Sorry, kids. I could never ever complain about my seats. First of all, I'm very grateful. I hardly ever complain about things, especially if they are really cool. So if I get an industry ticket, if I get something for free, if I get a discount, even if it's like nosebleeds because this is what they could give me, I am not gonna complain because at least I'm gonna getting to see what I want to see and do what I wanted to do. So I was completely fine with whatever ticket I got, how many tickets I got. I was just asking for one. Like, I don't have any problem going to concerts alone. I also have a video about that. If you want to watch, it's gonna be here or here. I never know the side, but it's gonna be here in the cards. I love going to concerts by myself. It's not a problem at all. And of course I would love to enjoy it with some friends of mine because they're Swifties as well. But I was asking for a Taylor Swift ticket for the Eras Tour. I can't complain about my seats at all because I didn't know what to expect. I was happy with whatever I got, but then I got the Live Nation cabin and I was like, what? It was a cabin, right? It was a suite, so it was seated spots. I could see if I wanted, but there were a bunch of little girls in there, so I was like, no, you guys go stay in the front, and I just stayed in the back hanging out there. So they were right in the middle of the stadium. I could get to see the stage perfectly, and I could also see Taylor. Those were probably the best tickets that I ever got, especially for the Eras Tour. Those were the best tickets that I could ever possibly get because the Eras Tour is a very, very visual concert. If you're going in Europe or South America, just so you know, it's a very visual concert. I mean, the floor is really fun. I love being on the floor, and you have the thin energy. Easier to trade bracelets. It's awesome if you don't get floor tickets because then you can get to see what the whole show is about, the whole idea. The moment of truth. Was the concert worth it? Flies. I mean, as soon as I got to SoFi Stadium, I saw a bunch of girls, and it was the first time that I went to a concert that the audience was like 99% of girls and dads. Bunch of girls and their dads, and it felt like a girls' night for real. Like, overall, I cannot complain about my experience because it was a really, really fun. It was totally worth it. Taylor on stage, I mean, Baby Girl is playing 44 songs 5 nights in a row. I am not gonna say anything bad about this woman, but I did find her performance a little bit warm. It's not hot, it's not burning, it's not like passionate, it's not fire, but it's good. It's not like it was worth it $2,000. It's not like it was worth it buying the resale tickets. I feel like even though I'm an extremely grateful person and I would get the most of it, I still feel like paying more than the face value for it is not worth it unless you're like a hardcore fan. Then you do you. I'm not gonna be in the middle of you. It wasn't the best concert of my life at all. No, it wasn't like, it's just predictable. That's the word I'm looking for. So if you saw videos on TikTok or something like that, you know exactly how it goes step by step. It's like, it's predictable, but it's beautiful. I didn't feel like Taylor was like a performer. She doesn't have like that stage presence that is like, wow, this is a captivating, engaging show. No, it's not, being honest, but she is a very talented artist. And that's the thing we have to come to terms with Taylor Swift and many other artists. Taylor's a songwriter. She has a great voice. She's great singing and she's a great songwriter. So that's her thing. You could definitely see she was not lip syncing, okay? She was actually singing. You could actually hear her voice, which was what insane, because it was kind of hard to hear her voice with how loud the crowd was. And one thing I need to point out is that it feels like she's having so much fun on stage. But before that, even while I was there, I was like talking to my friend and we were commenting the whole show. It was really fun. I think like, whoa, 44 songs, 5 nights in a row, that's a lot. But like herself said, like she's having fun. Regardless of I not thinking she's the best performer ever, I still think that she was really, really good in what she's supposed to do. The show was beautiful, the visuals was beautiful, she was definitely having fun, and you can tell she actually has a genuine love for her fans. That's very beautiful to watch. So seeing this live interaction, it was good. The crowd made that show. No, for real, it was a really well done show, well produced show. The stage was beautiful, the eras, everything was matching. Every time an era would change, you would have a transition, her outfits would change, and the outfits were gorgeous, so beautiful, princess like. It's beautiful to see how every outfit matches every era. Like, no complaints about that. Even though the show was like technically perfect, the crowd made it. So we would get those bracelets that change colors and everything. I don't know if we're supposed to give it back though. We are, right? We're not supposed to keep it, but I kept. It was an accident, okay? My friend wanted to leave earlier. I just followed. We got those bracelets that would change according to the song, and sometimes it would do a little thing like this and change the colors. Fearless, the bracelets would get golden. Lover, you would get like pink, red, everything would get red. Quoting my friend, you just had to be there. He has over 20 years of experience in the concert industry. I have a few months, and both of us were like, jaw drop. He was like all the time like, this is so loud, I've never seen a crowd that is this loud. And I'm like, no, literally this stadium was shaking, like you could feel the floor shake. Every single song people knew how to sing, and we are in the United States. That was my overall experience. Did I love it? Yes. Did it make me a swiftie? Not really, but it did make me very happy. As someone who grew up to Taylor Swift, who saw like her ever since the debut album, it was really cool to experience that. By the way, I don't think there's any song from the debut album, right? That's sad because our songs lay so bad. As a professional who works with concerts and stuff and who makes videos about it, it was really, really cool. It's like, I'm loving to make this video right now. I wanted to make this video. I wanted to see this tour. As a girl, I needed that. Awesome, screaming out loud, those romantic songs, all too well, 10-minute version. I've been listening to this like a bitch and I'm not even sad, believe it or not. I was listening to it because live was so good. The Reputation part, oh my goodness, when you hear the pluck, the heels, the snake. Are you ready for it? And I'm not a swiftie. Guys, I had so much fun the whole process. Even though it was chaotic, dramatic, anxious, and stressful, I had so much fun. Completely worth it. If you have any questions about the Eras Tour, feel free to ask me something, because if I know, I'm gonna answer, and maybe someone in the comments knows as well. I'm not going to go again. It was not a show that like marked me that much. It's definitely a one-time life experience that is like, I have to have. Awesome, extremely grateful, but I don't need to go through this again. That's it. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, I didn't. Ai, que chato. Bye.